Today, we're going to dive into a question that can save you a ton of money, time, and regret. Is Warhammer 40k actually the best place to start? Or is one-page rules the smarter beginner pick? Because here's what happens to a lot of new players into this hobby. You see awesome armies, cool battle reports, giant monsters, tanks, tons of lore, amazing paint jobs, and suddenly this hobby looks incredible. Then about 10 minutes later, you start staring at rulebooks, products, faction choices, hobby tools, price tags, and that makes your wallet start taking cover. And that's where this comparison matters. Warhammer 40k is the giant everybody knows. But One Page Rules has built a real tight entry point. Sorry, scratch that. A real space in the hobby by offering faster entry, free starter resources, and a more stripped down path to getting miniatures on the tabletop. They both keep evolving, expanding. They both have big and small scale games. By the end of this video, you should know which one fits you better, which one is easier to learn, which one is easier to afford, and which one is more likely to get you actually playing instead of just thinking about playing. A lot of beginner videos make this sound like a fanboy argument. It is not. Most new players are not asking which community wins some imaginary title belt. They are asking a much more practical question. What should I start with if I do not want this hobby to feel very confusing, expensive, and impossible to enter? That is the real fight here. Not which game has more lore. Not which one has more diehard fans, because we know what that one is. It is which game gives a brand new player the best first experience to enter this hobby. Because the first experience matters a ton. If your first few weeks in the hobby feel exciting, you keep going. If they feel like admin work, with your plastic rules, PDFs, and a calculator, a lot of people will bounce before they get the first great game in. So let's start with the big, obvious, heavyweight game here. Warhammer 40k from Games Workshop. It's not just a tabletop game. It's a whole hobby universe. The official Warhammer pages push it as a game where you collect. You can build, you can paint your armies, then play strategic battles. They back that up with great starter sets, beginner projects, combat patrol boxes, some free rules support, and consistent and constant updates through the Warhammer community. That matters because for a lot of people, 40k is a dream version of the hobby. You're not just buying models, you're picking a faction that feels like you, learning its identity, following its lore, reading its books, watching its animated series if you can, and stepping into something that already feels massive. That sense of scale is a huge part of its appeal to a lot of people. And honestly, 40k is spectacular. Big armies, big factions, big characters. I have no idea what that thing does, but it looks amazing type of energy in the game. If you're the kind of person who wants a full hobby experience, 40k has a gravity to it that it's hard to ignore. But on the other hand, in that same scale, there's also where a lot of beginner friction starts. The bigger the hobby ecosystem gets, the easier it is to feel like you are starting a whole lot of different hobbies all at once. You have the game, all the rules, the collecting, the painting, the assembly, the lore behind it. There starts to become a huge wave of content that you have no idea what you're looking at anymore. And this is the part a lot of new players feel, but do not always know how to describe it. Warhammer has more overhead. There are more factions to sort through, more products to understand, more rule interactions to learn, and more hobby decisions before you feel settled in. Even with official beginner support like starter sets, introductory sets, free cool rules, and combat patrol style boxes, and combat patrol style starting games, there's still a lot more to the learning curve than what people expect. And that is not a flaw. That is part of what makes 40k feel rich once you are in it. But for a true beginner, there is a big difference between deep and easy to begin. That is where One Page Rules steps into this battle, because it's not trying to beat 40k at being the biggest thing in the room. It is trying to make the first steps feel more or less intimidating for someone starting to miniature wargaming. If you go to the official onepagerules site, they are very clear about what they are offering. The grim dark future is presented as a sci-fi battle game for 1 to 2 players, which with around 30 to 50 models and games that usually run about 60 to 90 minutes. The page also points beginners straight to free starter resources, a free list building app called Army Forge, and downloadable rules that help new players get gaming faster. That is why onepagerules keeps coming up in beginner conversation. It looks at the same general hobby. Fantasy, cool sci-fi armies, tactical battles, painted miniatures, and asks, what if getting your first match was not so overwhelming when you first start this hobby? And you know what? That's a very strong pitch, because Games Workshop usually leans a pretty hard learning curve to get your first match. Because for a beginner, lower friction is not the same tiny detail. Lower friction is the difference between I am trying a game this next weekend, or I have watched 9 videos and still haven't bought anything because I don't know where to start. That is Warhammer's downside and onepagerules' upside. This is not the first big answer, and I do not think it is especially close. If your question is which game is easier for a brand new player to learn, onepagerules wins. The official Grimdark Future page literally sells the rules as easy to learn and pushes you straight for downloading the rules and building a list online without buying extra books. That alone tells you what the game is trying to do. It wants you to reduce your homework and get to the table faster. Now, Warhammer 40k, by comparison, has a lot more moving parts. Even if the core ideas are not impossible, the total package asks more from you. You are learning game flow, faction identity, unit choices, mission structure, and how your force actually wants to play. It gets rewarding, but it does not always feel light at the start of the hobby. And that matters because beginners do not usually quit over rolling bad dice in games. They quit because the hobby becomes too overwhelming for them. So if your main goal is to get from these actually models look cool to I can actually play a decent game, onepagerules is smoother first step. Now let's talk about the part everybody feels even if nobody wants to say it out loud. Who am I kidding? Everybody says this out loud. Warhammer 40k can get expensive fast. Not just because of models, not just because hobby tends to snowball. You start with a faction, then you want another unit, then paints, then your tools, then you got to have some terrain to play with, then maybe a bigger game size. Then suddenly you're explaining to yourself why that purchase was strategic to your games. And then they're always updating the cool rules. So this model maybe went up 10 points this game. That one might have went up 15. So now you got to rebuild your whole list, moving different models around. Maybe you're over points now, so you need to trim some. Maybe you don't have enough points, so now you're purchasing more. Maybe the keyword's no longer relevant for this guy, so now you're switching. Warhammer does get expensive fast. Now, Games Workshop absolutely does offer beginner entry points, which helps. But 40k still has a way of turning curiosity into a commitment pretty quick. But onepagerules is much friendlier if you're trying to test the waters. The Grimdark Future offers free starter resources, free rule downloads, and a free list builder. And even options around paper minis and different miniature paths through the main site. That flexibility alone makes the first step feel a lot less risky. And for beginners, that is huge because sometimes the smartest move is not picking your forever game on day one. Sometimes it is starting with a game that lets you learn what you actually enjoy before you go all in. But we're not done yet because this is where Warhammer 40k hits back hard. Even if onepagerules is easier to learn, Warhammer 40k has the bigger hobby infrastructure, official starter support, consistent updates, faction content, store presence, beginner articles, and an entire ecosystem built around helping people get into the game. All make 40k much easier to plug into once you decide you want it. That means if you want to walk into more stores, find more people who already know the game, watch more battle reports, or get more faction-specific advice, 40k usually gives you more to work with than onepagerules does. And that might matter more than people admit. because a game can be brilliant on paper, but if you cannot find other people to throw dice with, that beginner momentum can disappear pretty fast for you. So while one-page rules often wins the easier to start battle, Warhammer 40k can absolutely win easier to stay connected with a battle. If you're trying to get into Warhammer without burning cash on the wrong stuff, subscribe, because that is exactly what this channel is built to help with. Now, this is the part that usually decides it for people. Warhammer 40k tends to feel bigger, more faction-driven, and more thematic. There is a stronger sense that your army has a distinct battlefield identity, and that can make your games feel more memorable once you know what your force is trying to do. This hand, one-page rules feels cleaner and quicker. It is easier to teach, easier to get rolling, and easier to bring to a casual game night without everybody needing a pre-battle briefing and 3 bookmarks in the rule packet. But that doesn't automatically make one better. It means they are aiming at slightly different beginner experiences. 40k says, welcome to the war. OPR says, cool, let's get a game in. And depending on who you are, one of those is going to sound a lot more appealing. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by the size of Warhammer 40k, one-page rules makes a ton of sense for you. If you are more budget conscious, if you mostly want to play with friends at home, if you want a lower pressure way to learn miniature gaming, or if you just want something that gets to the tabletop faster, OPR is probably the stronger first move. It is especially good for the beginner who likes the idea of a hobby but is not ready to commit to the full 40k machine yet. You get tactical gaming, army building, miniatures on the table, and far less friction getting started. For a lot of people, that is not a downgrade. That is actually a smart opening move for you. Now, on the other side, Warhammer 40k is still a better pick for some beginners. Now, on the other side, Warhammer 40k is still the better pick for some beginners. If you love the lore, if the factions are what pulled you into this game, if you want the bigger hobby universe, if you care about events, in a broader community, 40k still is the heavyweight for a reason. And that is important. Some people do not want the most efficient entry. They want the full experience. They want the codexes, the faction flavor, the official model lines, the spectacular, and the feeling they are stepping into the main stage of the hobby. If that is you, then yes, 40k is absolutely where you start in this tabletop hobby. So, Warhammer 40k or one-page rules for beginners? If the question is which game is easier to learn, easier to afford, and easier to start playing quickly, one-page rules wins. If the question is which game gives you bigger hobby universe, stronger community pool, and the more iconic long-term experience, Warhammer 40k wins. The biggest beginner mistake is not starting with the wrong game. The biggest beginner mistake is getting so overwhelmed that you never really start at all. So if one-page rules get you painting models, learning tabletop basics, and actually enjoying the hobby, that is a win. And if that eventually leads you into Warhammer 40k, that's even better. But if you already know 40k is the thing you really want, do not let the size of it scare you off either. Just go in knowing you are choosing the deeper game. So here's the takeaway. One-page rules is probably the better first step for most true beginners. Warhammer 40k is probably the better long-term home for the beginner who wants to stay in the hobby universe and already knows they want the deep dive. And honestly, there is nothing wrong using one-page rules as your training ground before you jump into 40k later. If you are leaning towards Warhammer 40k, watch my next video on the cheapest way to start Warhammer 40k without making the usual beginner mistakes. Because at the end of the day, whether you pick Warhammer or one-page rules, the main focus is getting more people playing these miniature war games. More people in the hobby, more content from other games. We have Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have Fallout Wasteland. We have one-page rules has a huge list. They have Starfight, I believe. It's equivalent to Kill Team. We have Age of Sigmar. There's just a mountain of games that come to this. So whether it's one-page rules or Warhammer, decide which one you enjoy and welcome to the hobby. See you in the next one.